Hey guys, we're a day early this week. Um, Everything went well, as usual. No issues. This was treatment 11, so pretty cool stuff. We're almost to the dirty dozen. Um, yeah, I'm still pretty impressed with how this has gone so far. This vlog I just wanted to do. I've kind of gone over it before, but just for those of you that haven't seen it or new folks, or whatever, just kind of go through what chemo day is like. So generally, have to be at the oncologist right around 9. So my day starts usually. Get up around 7, make sure I can take care of the dogs, get all that done before we go. I'll always shower right before we go as well. Since I can't technically shower tomorrow because the port, I could do a spit bath with a rag and soap and stuff, which I do, but as far as a good shower, I always do it the morning of. And then we usually roll in the office about 8:50, get checked in. The first thing they do, usually right after the 9 o'clock appointment time, 5 or 10 minutes or so after, depending on how busy they are, I'll get called back, just me. That's to do blood work and urine. So go back there, they draw my blood. I get twice as much done as other patients since I'm doing the trial. So they basically have to double everything so they can send it off. Get that done. Go back, sit in the lobby, usually for maybe 5 minutes, and then we'll usually get called back pretty quick to talk to the doctor or the PA, depending on who's there and what's going on that week. Spend maybe 10 minutes in there with them in an exam room. Just go over, hey, how's it been since the last time? Any changes? How do you feel? Just kind of the basic barrage of questions you'd get, which for me, luckily, it's all pretty straightforward and simple. I feel fine, no changes, no real side effects. The bumps haven't come back yet, so that's cool. They'll list about heart, my lungs. They'll kind of go over blood test results, let me know how all that's going, which all of it looks really, really good. Then they'll list about lungs and heart, check my feet and hands for swelling, sores, stuff like that comes along with the chemo that I'm doing. As soon as we're done with that, usually by the time we finish that meeting, they have all the test results back and they can approve treatment for that day. We'll walk down to infusion. We sit in that little waiting area for usually a few minutes, 5, maybe 10 on the long end, while they kind of get people, filtered through there. Then they'll pull me aside, say, okay, cool, where do you want to go? Go pick my chair that I'll be in for the next, 4.5-ish hours. The process starts. They get me access. They poke me. That's the first thing. Then they usually just hook up saline. I'll usually be on the saline by itself for 10 minutes sometimes by the time they wait for the other drugs to get mixed up. For me, my process is a little bit different than most folks. I start with my trial drug. That's the first thing I get besides saline. So that runs for, I think, an hour. And then I have to do a 30-minute waiting period before I do anything else after that hour. And then I get the anti-nausea, steroids, kind of that little cocktail. I get 2 of those. One of them's long-acting, one of them's short, I believe. I think each one of those takes 15 or 20 minutes. And then after those, I get the irinotecan, which is the one that goes over 90. That's the one that makes me twitch. And it's the one that also supposedly gives you diarrhea, which luckily for me, it doesn't, which is neat. Yeah. So do that 90 minutes, get done with that. Usually when there's about 15 to 20 minutes left, they'll come over with the lemon, have it ready for me. And then they'll come back by, hook it up. Once the 90 minutes for the irinotecan's done, get hooked up to the lemon, and we're out the door at that point as quick as we can get out the door, however long it takes us to pack up our stuff, which I don't think that's something I've ever talked about. It's interesting to see what everybody does while they're getting treatment. There's people that sit in there and do nothing. There's people that sit in there and they sleep the whole time. Um, there's people that bring their laptops. They're doing work. Kelly and I, we generally both take our tablets, play some games on there. Today, I watched the first little bit of the World Cup game. Listen to music mainly today because I was actually tired. So tried to get a nap when I first started, but didn't. But for me, it's usually watch stuff, read stuff on my phone, play an occasional game or two on the tablet. Kelly, she does all sorts of stuff. She's doing puzzles on her tablet. She's doing stuff on her phone. She's crocheting sometimes. She's doing her Murderku books, which is like Myrtle and Sudoku, which if anybody hadn't seen those, they're pretty cool. Yeah, it's interesting to see what you can do to kill, from 10:30 to 3 o'clock. It's a lot of time to sit in a chair. And I'm sorry, I'm sniffing. It's hot, and I've been outside taking Emmett to go eat, so my nose is running, which is super fun to have happen in, middle of July. Yeah, nothing else major going on. Everything's still going super good. For those of you that know me and Kelly, she had a procedure done Friday. That went well, according to the doctor. We have blasted some stones, so she's getting rid of the sand, which is kind of neat, and hopefully it helps going forward. She's getting a little better every day. Still in some pain, which, I guess is to be expected with the scope of the bladder, but she's doing all right. But we're doing good. Thanks again to everybody that watches these things, pays attention, thinks of us. All of us, me, Kelly, the kids, my parents. I know we're all in y'all's thoughts and prayers, and everybody's thinking about us, and we appreciate it. So next week should be back on Wednesday. Found out they did have to move me up to today because they're going to be closed starting on tomorrow afternoon's their last day for almost a month at the location here by the house. They got some structural stuff in the office they got to repair and take care of, so they're going to be shut down. So I'll be going to Bedford, which is cool, for the next probably 2-ish visits. So I go unhooked. I'll get unhooked there Friday. I'll probably go for my next treatment there, and I bet I get unhooked there again. I might even have to do another treatment. I don't know. Just depends how long they're going to be shut. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, I'll let you go, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.